that it's not my
I've
meeting.
just pressed record.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Michael
Hi, Celynn.
from MDH, right?
That's it.
I'm going to let you do a quick introduction and please tell us why you're sometimes called Hurricane Hemme.
So my name's Michael. I'm a chartered accountant. So I run an accountancy firm in Croydon, and we have a team of 6. So I'm known as Hurricane sometimes because I can be chaos in my own mind, where I get overly excited, and also with the way that I run through jobs because I love things on a strategic level. The people in my office when I'm in for the day sometimes shudder.
So you're not in the office lately, we know, with lockdown. And when we last met, we were able to share a lovely morning together speaking about well-being, and you have done some remarkable things for your well-being. Do you want to share what has gone right since COVID? Because there's quite a few things that you're quite grateful for and we can celebrate.
Yeah, so since COVID, I was doing I always yo-yo dieted a bit, where I've gone up, gone down, exercise, trained, diet's been good, diet's been rubbish. So I was doing fairly well for this year, where I'd lost 16 pounds from the start of the year, and there's a long way to go with that. I had, when COVID kicked off, we decided to really show our clients load of love rather than stop. So we spent a lot of time on Zoom calls with me, and we went through every single client, and they all was given a complimentary meeting to do best by them. Because I think during COVID, it's about how much you love each other rather than just all about the money. And when we was running through that, my diet and everything just went completely out the window, because then you eat things on the fly because you're busy and it's easier to make excuses. So the last week during it here is all given us time to reflect. So the thing that I've reflected on is being less chaotic and being more structured. And that has meant to me that on a certain time of the day, I exercise. So where I'm on a 12-week lockdown at the minute, I can't go out and do walking or running because I'm slightly higher risk than the standard person. And that's meant that I've then swapped running for doing exercise DVDs. At the
Lovely.
beginning of COVID, I was rubbish. I'd do 1 or 2 days and then get busy. And then so far, when it's got back again this week, I've been consistent.
So what's your key tip to being consistent? Because that's, I think, where a lot of us listening could benefit.
Plan, and then show up to the plan.
All right. So treat it almost like a client booking.
Yeah. So literally, it's at the minute I've got bookings in for my daughter, who's 5 months old.
Yeah.
So there's certain times in the day where I spend time with her, certain time with wife. I make sure we have dinner together, and it's okay. It doesn't always work in a nice straight line, because not every day fits algorithmically into a nice little box, but it then becomes a jigsaw where you move it around. So
I like that.
as long as the sum adds up to the end bit, it's never always going to be perfect, is it?
No, spoken like a true accountant. It sounds like real return on your investment.
Oh, please don't put that mark on me.
And I've noticed you're in a very tidy office. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, this was where I set up MDH, and I'd let it be a mess for quite a while, and I've gone in and tidied it, where I actually now are buzzing. So it was 10 years ago next month that I first set up the company with a handful of clients, and we then moved to an office. So I'd been looking for a new home because we wanted the forever home, because we've got the new family, and I sort of disregarded this room, but I went in, tidied it up, cleaned it. I did everything, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. And now I feel quite energized in here, where this is time to make the most of the opportunity in a really tough time.
Yeah. You've highlighted such important things around mindset, commitment, having a routine as much as possible, and also understanding that the routine's not rigid, having cheeky meetings with the people that matter and count, and the environment that you work in, the tidier the space, and how you show up, like dressing with the right things, probably trying, for us ladies, I know that putting on a little bit of rouge or wearing a bright color, it makes me feel better than if I just sat in my pajamas and try to work.
I'm not saying that I haven't got pajamas at the bottom. And be careful when you stand up when you're on Zoom
Yeah,
calls.
because in the calls that I run, as you know, I get people to stand up, and we did literally the 2 workshops I did at lunchtime. Like, we stood up, and I was really grateful that everybody had proper clothes on. So, as we wrap up, Michael, thank you for sharing what's gone right. What is your one top tip for somebody just like you, a business leader who's stressed, busy, maybe has, a family and other responsibilities?
You choose how you show up, which also you choose how happy you can be. And even in restrictions, COVID's taught me it's not always the big materialistic things and the swaggy things that are important. It's the smaller things. And it's the smaller things like how much you love your team, how much you love your family, and how much you care about the people around you. And it's
Yeah,
not always about the materialistic bling.
I have nothing else to add to that. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Michael.
You're welcome. Do you want me to press pause?
Yes, or stop, and then we can start a new.